All right. It's great to be back here at the Ambition Brewery Company. Thank you. I was here 2 months ago when it was minus 50 fucking degrees. So tonight it's beautiful. Great. Two reasons for come to beautiful Willett, Maine. I live in Orono, which is a bit of a drive, but and the kids up there I'd like to report are bringing in the season, as my wife likes to say. So you drive along College Ave and the young men are out in front of their frat houses, shirts off, showing their pasty white winter Maine flesh. The college girls have taken off their warm-ups and they're wearing smaller warm-ups, you know, and they pull them way up here and then they roll them so that the shorts come up to about here. I got some poison ivy, so I apologize, but yeah, right, you can almost see the butt, but not quite. So I drive up and down College Avenue once or twice. An hour. You're good. You should hire her. She's killing it. My last gig here at Ambition was my very first stand-up gig. And it went well enough that Ian has allowed me to do it one or two more times since then. So I've been really putting in the effort, a lot of hours. And now this is my third stand-up gig. Yay! I am 52. I decided to try stand-up 3 months ago because I was trying new things because death is slowly approaching. And I'm not kidding. Was that?
Midlife crisis.
No, well, I did the math. All right, so midlife, the average male American male guy, lives to be 72. So I got 20 years. So I'm a little past midlife. I'm into bucket list land, right? But if you subtract the 90s, I'm talking most of the 90s where I did some things and woke up some places and there might have been some substances involved. I was in a band in the early 90s when everyone was in a band my age because Nirvana came out with Smells Like Teen Spirit. You're like, fuck yeah, that's our music. So I was in a band, I was sleeping, I had an apartment up in Houston. I was born in Boston, moved to Houston when I was, just so you know, Ian's described my comedy as like what happens when your dad gets really high. So there will be tangents. I've tried to wrestle with this idea. Should I try to control the tangents or just lean into them? So I'm leaning in, baby. We're out on that lake just with a sail and we're going places. It's great. So I was in a band. I was in my apartment in Houston, and I may have been out all night because it was a $1 drink night at Lola's, and I had $7, and that was enough, frankly, for me and my date. So it was good. Whoever she was, no idea. So I wake up, it's like 8 in the morning, and my phone's ringing. And back then, you had to answer your phones, right? There was no caller ID. There was no who was calling me. It was just, it might be my dad. He might be dead. He wasn't. He's dead now, but that's another story we'll get into later. So I get a call, and it's my friend Seamus. He goes, you remember that band we were going to start? I said, no. He goes, well, we were starting a band. And I said, well, okay, what am I doing? He said, you're singing, because you got the words, you're the lyrics, you're the writer. You can sing. I can't sing, by the way. I said, great, what are you doing? He said, I'm playing drums. I got a drum kit last week. Yeah, I sold an 8-ball for this guy. So I'm going to learn how to play drums. I said, cool. And he goes, yeah, you got to get down to Kima tonight because we got a gig. Okay. So we went down to Kima. It was me and 4 high school kids. I was 21. They were all like 16, 17. The crappy part about that is all of our groupies were like 14. You've been there. Yeah. First thing we had to do, we get down to this house in Kima, Texas. First thing we had to do, one, I had to go get a keg, 21. But we had this guy that owned the house that he inherited from his parents was such a stoner, he hadn't let his dog out in like weeks, so there's just poop all over the floor. So that was my introduction to rock and roll. We sucked really bad. But we did come up with our number one best song that we would eventually play over a couple of years. We stayed together. We played a place called the Axiom, and everybody played there. Nirvana played there, Chili Peppers played there, Fugazi, all these bands. We played there, we headlined, and our closing number was the one we started that very day. It was the punk rock version of Green Eggs and Ham. Sing along with me, you'll want to. Green eggs and ham, green eggs and ham, green eggs and ham. Sam I am, green eggs and ham, green eggs and ham, green eggs and ham. I am Sam!